This video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
3K.
Hey. Have you...
Man, look, it's that guy, I don't... I feel like it's getting worse.
Hey, have you ever wondered why we're here? Why we keep... we keep getting into hell? Well,
man, this was a mistake. This was a mistake, you know. I thought when we started this was gonna be like a little fun bit, you know, and then it somehow spiraled out of control.
I was trying to explain the situation to Molly because I started watching it this afternoon before she went into the office, and I got to the point when they're beaming Hotaro's memories back into his brain. And the first thing that they start off with is the image of Kaguya in the bathtub. And I just had to stop and close my computer and go, okay, I need to talk about something for a few minutes. Because I couldn't handle what I was witnessing. This is so... it really is. Like, I joked about, like, hey, much like Decade and Zio, Kaguya is here the legend is here to fucking disrupt the fucking flow.
DK was kind of here,
it's so wild to have in a series that was not meant to be, in a season that was not meant to be a legacy season, to have this much of a referential character and plotline show up that is not just referential to the main continuity of Kamen Rider, but now this multiverse Outsiders thing that we have going on now too, is so wild. This is such a buck wild thing to to fully dive into. We're not dipping a toe into it. We are just fully, this is the thing, and we're going straight in.
Man, the worst part is this is actually just in the main show now. Like, if this was still being kept as under the Kamen Rider Gotchard versus Kamen Rider Legend sub-brand, right?
Oh yeah, it doesn't help that they when they didn't show the opening, when we didn't get the opening last week, they tried to just they did the Outsiders thing where when it transitioned from Gen to Outsiders, where it's flashing the logo from the versus Legends thing. They are actively taking this character, and the only reason I can think of that they would take this character, that they, by their own decision, right, made the plot choice of this is filler, so we're wiping his memory from this, but they've retconned that now or they're not retconning it, they're taking time to correct it in the show.
Also turns out that Hoto's memory his brain, we were joking, his brain is actual Swiss cheese.
100%. He doesn't even know what he doesn't know. All of these characters are mentally so...
Before we thought that it was just the Alchemy Society, just going around brain wiping people, which I guess, we gotta keep the Alchemy stuff
under wraps, But then the Aurora Curtain...
You can actually lose memory from traveling across worlds, right? It's actually an insane thing, man. We're fucking lucky that during our adventure against Darion, and we traveled to the fucking
the Chemi dimension or whatever, the labyrinth dimension.
Yeah, right. That no one's memory got wiped.
I don't know that people's memories didn't get wiped. I think that they probably did get fucked up. These kids are probably being irradiated. Oh, is it that all of the alchemy rings are actually... It's actually just yellow cake, and they're getting fucking irradiated constantly. Just fucking... They're all... It's, what is it, plutonium 9... I'm looking up plutonium now. What's the plutonium? Plutonium rock. I'm just gonna... No, I don't want a song. The highest atomic number known to occur in nature. There's also uranium. They could be... I want it to be... Okay, what is... Oh, yeah... Oh, boy, plutonium looks ugly as shit, actually. But maybe if you heat it up, you get to change it into... Oh, it's like they just thought it was because they're alchemists, it's actually just mercury poisoning. They all just have mercury in their fucking rings, and it's leaking into their fucking... It's just leaking into their system.
Man, the fact that the opening also shows Zine in it, I was like, no one knows what the fuck this is. None of these characters.
They didn't even mention him. They didn't even mention him. They show him, right?
They fucking did.
I don't think they.
I was like, what?
Do they? They even say who he is? Let's see.
No, they just said, "Yeah, boy, man, that was a crazy adventure."
Oh, who the fuck was that guy?
Why are we spending such reasons? It's so fucking sad. I don't understand what the. I actually don't get the actual progression of the show anymore. Right? Like our main villain of the show. What was it?
Gigist.
Geeks. His name's like
Gigist,
right?
Yeah.
He's like, Gigist, right? He's like.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. I don't need to be in this.
Yeah, you know, right? Boy, hey, new conspiracy thing. Do you think it's only because they're focusing so much on Legend? It's because the actress for Octopus has to be back in school right now, you know, and they can't get her on set to film, right? She's like, oh wait, hold on, no.
Well, I mean. It's funny that you say that. That's an interesting theory. Honestly, because the fact is, with Atropos being the only actively scheming one of the sisters, there's not really. She's kind of the only we haven't even seen enough of. Gigas, oh god, it gets me so mad thinking about the Abyssalisk situation because we don't even know what the relationship between. I think
there's only one. I think there's a quick scene of those two. That's it.
Yeah,
they're like, boy,
but we don't know what their plan is. We haven't seen any of their side, and I love the idea that it's just a scheduling snafu, but it's clearly they just went. Fuck, go to plan, we gotta go to plan Delta, throw in Legend, Outsiders, all of it. At this point, Gotchard is the supplementary show, and Outsiders is the canon. That's what's happening, right? So fucking insane.
I don't understand. I don't understand the plot progression of the show anymore, right? I don't know why they. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I already mentioned. I don't know why they just didn't Forze this. Forze's episode structure was
Forze had a simple. They kept it sweet and simple. The kiss method, you know.
Literally every episode of Forze took place within the school.
And they also successfully did a 2-writer season, right? When they started this thing, they're like, it's not going to be a bunch of fucking writers. Okay, cool. Then they went, kids like more writers, gonna have to put that in. But Forze was contained and simple. I rewatched the last fight scene of Forze, and I remember it now. I'm like, that was pretty cool. I remember that. That was awesome. Who's been let go? Who did we get rid of? Who got shot that can't come back and just do that simple? Because not only now do we have the situation of, okay, sure, say what you want about the Alchemy Union writers, right? We've got Gotchard, we got Dredd, fucking Valvarad and Majade, and then there's Wind that was the clone of the dad, right?
Oh, don't forget, we got the Kamen Senshi
Valvarad.
Back
Kamen
now,
Senshi Valvarad, right? All of that. Okay, that's okay. It's a little messy. It's a little bit all over the place, but okay, we're just keep strapping stuff onto the Gotchard driver and call him new.
We also got cloth in her Mad Deer outfit.
Yeah, sure.
You know, right?
But also just okay, we're slapping on different stuff to the Gotchard drivers and calling them new drivers. Sure, fuck it, whatever. Legend showing up in and of itself isn't actually that much more of a disruptor, right? Because if he was just showing up to help with the situation with the Abyssalisk sisters or the Abyssalisk situation, that'd be its own thing. But because we're also getting 100 and whatever the fuck their deal is, because boy howdy do I not understand what the fuck their deal is by the end of this episode, we have every single Dark Rider that they bring into the fold too.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like expecting for the Leonardo to be like these three fucking floating.
The fucking angels from Evangelion. Yeah, that's all I could think is like, oh, cool. We're fighting. Fuck. What is it? We're fighting fucking.
State.
They're fighting Nerve. We're fighting fucking like. They're here.
Yeah.
They're here to call upon the third impact.
It's so fucking funny. When I saw it, I was like, man, this is so fucking funny to me. For some reason,
I also have to say, I really wanted to believe that it was going to be just like that was the world of 100, like there's the world of Legend, right? And like it's just a world of like perpetual night versus Legends where he's got like this bright shiny fucking like diamond skyscraper. And then when it cuts back and he shows up at the end and it's daytime, it's just so much more jarring to see these 4 giant black diamonds swirling in the sky going, "You have failed us again." Anyway.
Like does this world live and rule under these 3 black, 4, 5 black... 4,
you must obey the obelisk.
Right? Is that what's going... It's so fucking confusing. Dude, why is there... The fact that... You know what the worst part is? We have seen more of the big bad boss of 100 than we have actually seen of our actual main... Not only that,
we've seen... I mean, in the span of time that we've had between... Not counting if you count the Gotchard vs. Legend like special, but just since Legend has shown back up, and just since 100 has shown back up, right? When they first showed up and there was the whole dimensional labyrinth thing that Clotho and Ichinose got stuck in, right? So that was like 3 episodes ago, or 2 episodes ago, right?
Yeah.
Just in that span of time from 100 being introduced to us seeing the interaction with like the hierarchy with their big bad happened in quicker like relation to one another than all of goddamn like the Abyssalus sister shit. The time it took between the Abyssalus sisters showing up and getting to fucking Garyon, and then subsequently to find out it's not Garyon, it's the Abyss King. The Abyss King, he's the real big bad. Oh, okay. But instead it took like 4 episodes for them to be like, yeah, so anyway, this is 100, these are their generals, this is their the 3 gods that swirl around.
They like within these 2-3 episodes we have established so much fucking lore.
They created a big clock bomb. It's just 24 with Jack Bauer.
Right, it's fucking crazy, right? 3K.
Hey,
Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 34. Only one.
Or hold on. Is it Kamen Rider Gotchard episode 34, or is it? Let me just do a quick check. Let me just double check this. We got that one, and then this would be. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Yep. Okay, 32, 33, 34. Or is this episode? Wait. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Or is this episode 4 of Kamen Rider Legend? That's the real question.
All road leads to Gorgeous. Hey, here's legendary legend form.
The Legend of Legend, very legend. Yeah.
A lot of people were railing on this. I don't think it's that bad. Sure, the collar's kind of.
I mean, the collar. I'll say this: the collar feels like
it looks way better in practical use.
Yeah.
Than the concept art made it to be.
It's very stiff, is what I'd say. Right? It does have like a very like bulky look, but based off of the way that it's like Legend. If we think about this in terms of, like, fighting styles, I'm just going to put it this way, right? The whole thing with Legend is that he's not really that much of a fighter. He's just there to kind of stand there and dominate and be overly impressive and gaudy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Gotchard actually moves around all the time, but Legend just kind of walks up to you and pushes you on the ground and says, "Give me your lunch money," right?
Hey, man, that's the king. That's the Legend engine at work,
right?
You know?
So
right? That's why Legend is the number.
Yeah.
It's the greatest hero.
Yeah,
you know?
of all time that we've never heard of before, except for now. the thing that I think that you really need to look at isn't specifically Legendary Legends full form, because that's, okay, it's its own thing. The form that he had, let's talk about his form when he's using the other riders' final forms, because does have that slightly different look than when he's regular Legend and he, like, takes their forms, right? Because it's like that chest piece and the, like, side sash bit.
Yeah.
So, I think that the danger with that is the question, like, it's the same issue that he has with Legend, where it's like, slapping on pieces of, like, the Legend, like, gold is gonna be hit or miss for certain riders, like, color schemes, because that gold is not gonna, like, mesh with everything. But I think that it's subtle enough when if the collar from Legendary Legend carried over to every Kamen Rider form that he copied as Legendary Legend, then I would say this fucking sucks. But because it goes away and it changes to something else when he goes into the final forms of the other riders, I'm gonna give it a pass. I think it's okay.
Right. So I'm trying to pull up the image. Someone posted an image of all of them. Let's see. All right. Let me see if I can grab this carefully. Screenshot. All right, there we go. I'm gonna post list. Do. All right, let's see. Copy list.
Sure.
Post list. Alrighty. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I think it also just helps that it's
in
like,
my opinion,
it's a front chest piece.
I
And not
think
a
it
big
works.
sash,
I think it's a
chest
lot.
Piece, you know? That makes it way
Personally,
better.
I think it's honestly a better fit and probably easier to slap on than, like, the stupid sash.
In practical use, you know.
Because we talked about it with, like, Den-O, where you can see the sash, like, kind of just got glued on, right? There's a little gap. So at least with this, like, chest armor, it's like a whole piece, and it's slightly, it's less ostentatious than the big-ass, like, wreath that he has around him. I don't know. Again, this is a rider where it's like his primary form is not really the form that we should be paying attention to, because he exists solely to be references to past riders anyway. So he's just gonna wind up being Gotchard, or Legendary Legend exists, and Legend exists, but the real, like, gimmick here is we're gonna just see a bunch of other riders, like, forms show up instead of his. He exists as a conduit to slide through other riders and stuff and let them come back. Which, hey, works some of the time. Some other times, doesn't really make sense that people are there. But hey, again, Legend kind of exists to break the entire multiverse, multi-world of Kamen Rider. It's almost the, like, exclusive reason that he's allowed to exist. Yeah, so, it's not the worst fucking thing.
Yeah, hey, fuck, what is this guy, what's this guy's name?
Butler?
Which one is this?
Oh, Saigetsu.
They're not
Saigetsu.
Yeah, it's Saigetsu. Yeah, he lose.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, we kicked the bat in the face and he's dead.
Yeah, but don't worry. Look, here's a new driver. Look here. Don't worry. I get a new driver. This driver will surely do it.
So again, this is what I mean by, like, it feels like Legend or Gotchard at this point is supporting outsiders, not the other way around, because we know for a fact that Arc is supposed to be in Outsiders. He's literally, like, one of the driving forces. It's weird that he has the Arc driver. To me. Even if we're counting the, like, world breaking of it, it still seems weird if we're counting Zane and having him be canonically traveling into this dimension, that the Arc driver would not be a one-of-one sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Right, because they're just stealing it, right?
Right, and also, they're stealing it, but also it's like, it makes more sense if it was like, because, okay, let me compare it to this. The one that the Dark Rider that they chose to use in the last episode, one of them was Glare, right? They didn't choose, like we were talking about it, right? They could have, it seems like if you're just choosing Dark Riders, so then you could choose from Storius or Durandal or something like that, or, one of these other, like, big bads. But they went with Glare, so it's like, okay, so maybe there's limitations to it or whatever, and then they just pull out not just one of the most powerful Dark Riders we've had of, like, the Reiwa, like, one of the most powerful, like, villains, antagonists we've had of Reiwa, but one that is actively being used in the supplementary media that we're making reference to with this, like, storyline now.
It's all intentional. It's all intentional. It all ties back into it, right?
Yeah.
It's all part of their big plan,
It's all part of their 30-step, 40-step, 15-step plan.
Right.
Oh, speaking of a setup, hey, the setup changed. Did you notice the setup changed? The fucking cards are different again. God damn it, stop changing the opening.
Look, man, I thought we love it when they change the opening.
The fact that it changes to all of the goddamn Kamen Riders is so wild to me. Also, it implies that there is Kemi versions of the Kamen Riders. Because if you look at it and pause it, like, when it gets to, like, Hibiki and Blade, there's little, like, forms next to them. Kabuto, like, yeah, there's, like, little forms, and I guess they're, like, the armor pieces that he has when Gotchard uses it, but, like, why? Why do we have to do this? It's insane! There's a rocket for Forze? What? Why would you make this? Why are we doing this?
Oh wait, I just realized they put Legends in the opening as well now too.
Yeah!
Actually,
it's I can't believe that they've changed it this much. Like, I truly, like, it was cool when they changed the opening a few times during, like, Geats, because it was like, okay, the contestants changed, right? Okay, yeah. But now it's like...
Man, they put the editor a lot of work in that for those,
but the problem is that this is, like, the cards are changing so, like, they have to do this so frequently to update this. And it's just, you don't have to try this hard, guys. You don't have to try. Just let it go.
Yeah. But hey, look, everyone gets a fancy dress, Hey, look,
allow me
the bedazzle gun.
Yeah, allow me,
hey, look,
a stranger that none of you know and only one of you has interacted with before, but his memory is, again, Swiss cheese, so he's still, like, remembering that I'm a okay person. Let me remove the clothes that you were previously wearing and dress you up nice and fancy, like, My Fair Lady style.
It's fucking great, right? But yeah, hey, look, people remember that they're still, they have to do their own main shows plot, so they have to leave.
Yep, right? Somewhere, they gotta go somewhere. Yep.
And this was a fun side quest, for us, right? I have to go back to school. Renge, I have a job.
Yeah. I gotta go. I gotta leave. I gotta go help Lachesis become a real girl. So it's just the boys hanging out. Just hanging out with the boys.
Sabi Maru calling out the situation.
Yeah, he immediately goes, really fuck that. Yeah, that's this was uncomfortable.
Man, I've been thinking about. I don't think Sabi Maru and Spawner have ever interacted. Right?
No, I think they did.
Have they interacted?
I think they did early on when, like, one of the times when they were trying to identify the fucking Kemi for something, like, he was there and he didn't, like, he was just at the base and not fucking helping. Like, Spawner, I mean, they've definitely interacted. It's just, this is a strange like leftovers group of like characters.
Yeah, this is look. You know, this is it's like when the mystery gang has to split up and Fred has to go with Shaggy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like,
Man,
this doesn't.
I know they know each other,
But
right?
they don't act. They don't hang out together.
Yeah, this is the usual division, you know.
Like, they don't talk. They haven't been on speaking terms since that one incident where Fred stuck his finger up Scooby's ass and Shaggy got mad at him.
Yeah. But I guess they mind wipe Kajiki. They
that entire crowd again. We have, with reckless abandon, we made sure that we created a quarantine field and kept all civilians from escaping, and then systematically wiped each of their brains with a corrective memory that would work better to suit our needs. Insane.
Yeah, somehow,
insane that they keep doing this.
I guess this world is not ready.
Do you? Okay, hold on. Here's a question, right? Do you think that the big, like, finale of this show will be everyone being allowed to have their memories back? Or are they just gonna, like, is this just gonna be fucking Sopranos, it was all a dream, like, Fade Away to Journey, like, Midnight Train, and they just never... Steamliner! Steamliner, it's the Midnight Train! It's Tony Soprano!
I think they're just gonna acknowledge that, by the way, we did wipe your memory without your consent and without your knowledge.
Crosshopper can get inside the little train and then he wakes up and Journey starts playing.
We're just telling you that we did this, you know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaguya breaks into a school.
Yeah, breaks into a school, and then also Sabimaru and Spawner also have to break into a school to chase after the man who broke into a school. It's also clearly after hours, right? Because this is a supplementary lesson, right?
Yeah.
So they not only broke into a school, but they broke into a school after hours. And God, Kaguya is such an insane person, but honestly, after the absolute confusion of, like, just all of Gotchard, right? Having just this level of unhinged character just show up and fuck up all of their days, I'm like, fuck it. You know what? Cool. Awesome. It's better than what we were dealing with.
Look, he doesn't obey your rules. The rules bends for him, you know, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's truly insane to watch him just, like, come in and just be like, oh, yes, I can teach you kids English.
World. Look, this world, this world apparently operates differently than how we normally do it in my world, you know, right? You guys don't...
I'm trying to piece together...
Don't transform on live TV?
I'm trying to understand if the situation with Kaguya and, like, Butler is like a Alfred and Bruce Wayne sort of thing, where, like, Butler raised him and, like, taught him all of his, like, ABCs, so he never actually went to school. He was just raised by the butler, right? He just has no concept of, like, because he's like, I wondered what this school thing was like, and it's like, have you been outside? Like, he's like, I only live gorgeously, right? There's no reason I should hide my identity. What has the butler been teaching you, right? Like, who actually instructed you once you got your legend powers?
Also, something that's been bothering these last few episodes. Has Ichigo always had this fucking catchphrase?
What? Oh my gotcha?
Oh my god! Yeah, has that been there since episode 1?
No, it has. Okay, it definitely hasn't been there since episode 1, but it came up. I think. Oh God, I want to say. I feel like I heard it. Maybe somewhere around the Garyon, like when shit was getting real with Garyon.
I feel like this was a recent.
It's definitely a recent thing, but I'm saying like it feels like it came up around the end of the Garyon.
I don't know why. Man, Ichigo, look, I understand it's a new semester, you know, and you want to do your thing, but
reinvent yourself, you know. Senior year, hey, it's senior year. I'm going out with a bang. I want everybody to remember my catchphrase.
Boy, man, that is not a good catchphrase.
Stop trying to make oh my gotcha happen. It's not gonna happen.
That you need to workshop that more, you know, right? This is not a good.
That's why Kaguya gets all the bitches and you don't.
I was like, man, it's so fucking weird. They're forcing his character to have like this catchphrase now, when it wasn't a thing, where it wasn't a thing at any point in the show, right? Like Spotter had a catchphrase, but when he said it's kind of more, it's less cool and more just sad in the present because you realize, oh yeah, man, this guy was raised in a magic school, you know, with thoughts of his parents being like, we'll give him a pass if he wants to act like a cringe lord, you know, right?
Yeah. Hey,
we're not gonna stop him.
Yeah, he's been through enough. He doesn't need us to fucking police his speech.
Right, but Ichino's just made, oh my gosh, I was like, man, this is not working. This isn't it. Right?
You're gonna need to cook that a little bit more.
Right, yeah, don't stop doing this, you know.
Anyway, after, I guess, school's over or fuck it, whatever, we just leave when we want to, Ichinose walks with Kaguya, and then we get to conveniently just go back to the rest of the plot where they fight 100, because honestly everything's... The 100 plotline is it's kind of just more entertaining at this point.
They're actually being active with their plotline. They're actually moving towards a goal. You know, hey, remember the Kuga 5 swarm? Hey, remember that? We're bringing it back. You know, remember that?
Not only do you remember the Kuga 5 form? Do you remember Fire Gotchard? I know we brought it back last episode, but once we realized that we still have that sitting around, once whoever lost the Fire Gotchard suit found where they left it, we were like, oh, we need to use this in the show a bit more. Let's do Fire Gotchard, but with the fucking goddamn rider cards.
All right, so here's the thing now, right? How powerful is Fire Gotchard Kuga 5? You know,
it's called Exceed Mighty. It's called Exceed Mighty, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So, because this is using the Legends Rider power. Right. You know. Right, and Legend Rider. When you use Legend Rider, you're getting that big buck, you know, because you're using the previous Kamen Rider's power.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But now you're adding your universe's super form, mid form upgrade to it, right? How much power? Like where does this compare to something like Iron Gotchard or even Platinum Gotchard? You know, right?
I mean, let's see. So, Fire Gotchard has they don't actually list. Hold on. Legend Rider. Okay, the Fire Gotchard Exceed Mighty is just based off what the wiki says, which I'm assuming is just stuff they ripped off the fucking website, right? Because that's what all of it is.
Yeah.
Just the ability parameters that they say. It's got a 10-ton punching power, a 15.4-ton kicking power, maximum jump height of 30.7 meters, and maximum running speed of 100 meters per 4.6 seconds. Sure, whatever.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go over to Platinum Gotchard. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's so bad. Okay. So, punching power from, just to go over Fire Gotchard Exceed Mighty. 10 tons, right? Punching power on Platinum Gotchard. 64 tons.
Okay.
Punching power on Iron Gotchard. 55 tons. Regular Steam Hopper Fire Gotchard has a punching power of 24 tons. It is actually weaker for him to do Fire Gotchard Exceed Mighty than to do Fire Gotchard Steam Hopper. This is not good. It's not helping. Stop sliding your cards in my slot. I don't want them. And then he also steals Hopper 1 and shoots him from his gun, which I think was great. That was the coolest part of this entire part. That he just... He took his cards, and I thought, okay, well,
Hopper
the cards
1 did not like that.
Hopper 1 did not like being launched like a bullet, which was fucking awesome.
Oh, so fucking confused. Like, oh boy, man.
Whoa. What are we doing? No. I like riding in my... I'm not riding in my safe train. Where's my train?
It's fucking great. And then Kaguya and Holtor gets into like a little spat. I was like,
yeah, I mean, hey, your friend
and
decided to
was there
borrow your cards
conflict?
without asking. That's kind of a fucked up thing.
Yeah, especially if they don't return it to you later.
Or don't tell
like,
you that.
you keep
Yeah, yeah. Where the fuck is my card? Yeah, where the. Yeah, it's not something that I personally know a lot about. Like metal foes.
That has ever happened to you.
That never happened to me.
Right? Yeah, like he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't like it.
I don't know why.
You know?
I don't know why a certain person is surprised every time I don't loan him my hero stuff, but I don't know, man. It's like the past speaks for itself. Okay, I've got the receipts.
Yeah, and then it turns out that Kaguya is just loaning you.
Yeah, he's
His
just
one,
a
he had
lone
no
warrior.
friends.
He's just a lone Kamen Rider traveling through what was Decade's full like catchphrase? Wasn't it like just passing by?
I'm just a passing.
Yeah,
right?
passing through Kamen Rider. Right. Yeah, that's Kaguya. He's just a passing through Kamen Rider. He's just got a. He's just walking. He's walking that lonely road on the boulevard of broken bones. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So then him and Alfred have a good heart-to-heart
Yeah,
talk.
Alfred,
right?
who once again I need to remind us all is supposed to look very much like Kajiki, which by that implication is a child, right? Serving another child as his butler. This is some weird shit, because even for my joke of like, okay, Butler raised him, Butler is maybe the same age as Kaguya, probably younger, and it doesn't really make sense for him to like be this guy's like that's not your butler, that's your like servant, that's your butt boy. I don't know if I should put it that way, but I'm just saying. It's just, you get what I'm saying. He's in training. That should be a butler in training.
Right. Yeah. He got to serve it to somehow.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Batman
also,
would be very different if
really,
Robin had Alfred's role.
Man, I actually hate the Legend Riser. Right, the legend belt ads, whatever.
Yeah.
I hate how you have to take out the card.
Yes,
you have to remove the faceplate of the belt, put the card in, and then put it back on the face.
Yeah, I'm really curious. I'm really curious how this works on the toy itself, right? Because I haven't seen reviews of the Legend driver, but are you able to remove it like that? Like the disc gate part sort of thing, or is it just going to be sold? Or are they going to sell the Legend Riser as a different belt?
I think the Legend is actually just straight up the gun, right?
Yeah, but then where? So does the Legend driver just? I'm going to look up the Legend driver and see if. Okay, does it come off? Can it? Okay, I'm seeing images of it with the Legend Kamen Riser. Let's see how this fucking. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Apparently, it has the same mold as the Legend driver has this. Is it used the same mold as the DX Decade driver? So it is literally, it is literally like ripped straight from it, but they
literally just copied the mold. Yeah,
but I guess it just has a.
I'm looking at it right now.
You can just pop the.
On the Legend drive, you can remove the Legend.
Boy, that must have been so confusing for people when they first got it, right? Because. Otherwise, that doesn't make any sense, right? You'd be like, why does it come off? That seems weird.
Yeah. Man, this is... it really... they really thought about this ahead,
Yeah.
Right? Boy, that's... Instead of making an actual, an attachment piece, they're like, nope, you just straight up throw this bit. You just straight up throw away the Legend bit. This bit is actually useless now.
Yeah, if you want to get into your super form, you're going to have to toss that thing that you already bought. Wait, is it P Bandai for the Riser?
No, I think this is all DX. I think this is all public release.
Okay.
I think they decided to make all.
I mean, yeah. Once we realized that the Legend Riser wasn't P Bandai, that's when we should have known like something was up.
Right, because I can't remember what I think we talked was.
No, we talked about it.
Well, was it public or P Bandai?
No, it's not. It's all public.
Okay, it's all public.
Even the figure. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, it's Legend. Yeah. It's Legendary Legends back at it again.
Decayed Legends.
It's Decayed Legends, which I want to point out, especially considering what it looks like we're about to have next episode, that I'm saying there's a chance. Okay, my theory has a chance that we could get Legendary Legend, Decayed, ZO, Decayed. It just keeps going down the line. Because if a copywriter uses a copywriter who make a copywriter, you get copyception, okay? He copies Decayed and then uses that to summon another fully formed final form writer, which is too broken. Kaguya can make his own fucking army. He doesn't need the rest of this shit. He has all the secondary writers he needs. But hey, Denliner Deno is here.
Remember Arc 1?
Arc
1's here.
Yeah, Arc 1 shows up. Apparently this is all one big thing of reused concept or story concept they wanted to use during before we got hit with the Rona.
Yeah, hey, look, we never forgot, apparently that was a big thing. I forgot about it as well, because apparently that was a big thing in a magazine scan for that.
I have no memory of that. I honestly have no memory of that being like a big thing that we missed. But it's just also
because I think it was a magazine scan.
I guess so. Yeah. But like the whole 02 thing is just funny to me because it's like I really think that I'll say this 02 and also what we got with. I mean, I guess even you're not counting movie forms, right? Movie forms can't really count as like the final forms, but
no
02 still lives in this weird pseudo state of being both the quote-unquote final form of 01 and also a separate writer in and of itself. And
just the default for it's the default for his.
And right? I just don't like.
But don't worry. Look. They're about to go beyond. All right. If you thought 02 was the final form, you're wrong. There's about to be a 5-minute screaming match as he reaches the third singularity. Right? Yeah. Yeah, look, they defeated Arc. Boy, I love this moment. Holy shit!
Oh yeah, where they transform out and they're just talking and having a moment, and then he goes, "I'm still fucking here." What the fuck? Like, I was literally watching that. I was like, did they just stop in the middle? Like, did they kill him? Was that it? And then he just shows up and kicks at them. Oh, I guess he's still there. Okay, cool.
It's so funny. I was really confused where and just for Arc just to come back. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. We're in the middle of a fight.
Whoops! We got distracted having our moment. They're like literally. It wasn't until they were about to have the handshake where I was like, I feel like we're missing something. Oh right, he's attacking.
It was fucking great. I couldn't believe that they did this. It was so
Look, we had to take time to let our boys have a nice soft moment.
Yeah, right. For their artificial drama that they had out.
Yeah, we need to make this relate for the people that never watched the fucking special. We need to make this friendship feel earned, okay? Because otherwise, they have no idea why the fuck they would like each other.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. They kick the shit out of Arc 1 or
Saigetsu, yeah. The power of prediction. I can see all your possibilities. Ooh, I'm so smart. I'm reading all the possibilities.
I have all the AI,
I don't. Right? It's very funny because I don't think that honestly 02 is necessary to beat Arc 1, but it's funny that they felt like, okay, we gotta pay off this, like, thing that we tried to do, like, at the start of Raywalk, because we can't keep hearing people, like, bitch about it.
Yeah, they didn't forget. Look, I've heard they never forgot about it. Now, we're still getting letters writing. Someone's writing a letter to us every month. Like, hey, where's the Arc 1 and 02 fight?
Release the Arc 102 cut. Release the Arc 102 cut.
Yeah, cancel. He's over.
Yeah, murdered. They fired him, falls back through the Aurora Curtain. Still don't really understand why 100 can access the Aurora Curtain too, but okay, sure. And then the floating diamonds go and say, oh, nope, you must die. And then summon... They don't... I thought this was going to summon Arc, which I thought was going to lead into more Outsider stuff. And instead they just summon a big fucking ZO clock that has a 24 timer.
I think they just took... Bro, do you think this is alchemy what they did? Like, they turned like his human flesh and bones, and they transferred into this doomsday. Isn't
this just the thing? Isn't this just what Arc is underneath the water? Isn't it this? It's either that or it's the Zeo like big clock thing when they transform. But it feels like it's some reused asset, just like repurposed with a timer on it. No, Arc had a big red eye. This might be the same asset with like something slapped on top of it. So they copied their homework and changed it up a little bit.
Yeah, but hey, look, next week is the final week. After this, look, this weird 3-episode mini arc, it's done. It's done. Like,
I'm sure.
It's the thrilling conclusion.
That's
the season finale of Kamen Rider Legend. Right?
Is that what it's gonna be? I don't know. Based off the fact that we're reaching my quantum loop of copywriter summoning copywriter with copywriter. Literally, there's 2 ZOs in this. In the preview, there's 2 ZOs. One legend. There's too many. They're eating themselves. It's an Ouroboros of writers copying each other and being references.
It's all the ZOs, right? It's every single except Omo Zio. Omo Zio not invited, for good reasons,
Yeah. No. You're bad. You're bad. You every time you show up, somebody's dog gets kicked.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, but hey, according to the production blog notes, hey, next week is the ending of the Legend arc. I guess that's what these last 3 episodes have been. Sure, why not? I don't really care. I just look, man. Like that's the thing, right? Once Legend is gone, right, and we're back to the main plot of the show. I don't think anything's gonna be as interesting as this, unless Gigas out of nowhere comes out and said that I'm gonna destroy the multiverse or some shit, right? I was like, man, you can't, right? Because, right, I don't think your big threat is gonna be as good as 100, and they're like, hey, we're gonna enslave the multiverse.
It also doesn't help that it doesn't help that if they really wanted to keep it contained to just 100, they shouldn't have had Zane show up at all. But instead they put Zane in there, which opens up a much bigger Pandora's box, because even if it was Zane being the one that was the final boss, that's still more fucking, compelling than whatever the fuck Gigas is doing.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand how the Abyssal Sisters and Gigas, or I don't know what they're gonna do after this, right? There's no way for their big bad plan, if they have that, if there even is one. I don't know if Ichinose's catchphrase, they're gonna workshop it, for a little bit more, right? I don't understand. Well, what is the big bad plan anymore this season, right?
I don't,
because 100 has a pretty good big bad plan of hey, yeah, we're just gonna enslave the multiverse. Oh man, that's pretty.
Yeah,
good.
I mean that's quick and concise. That's easy to process. I get it.
Right? That's the Abyssal bar too.
The Abyssal Factor group is just on their 3rd backup plan at this point.
Yeah, right. Gario's big plan was to spray paint everything gold.
He wanted to see it, but he just went fucking full King Midas on this shit, and that didn't work out. Oh no.
Yeah, right. I have no idea what the fuck their plan is at anymore at this point.
Yeah. Well, luckily I have
these last few episodes have been insane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Luckily I have a meme though. And there we go.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Hey, look, the glorious time is almost over. You know, we gotta cherish these glorious times we have
It's
left,
the end of
right?
gorgeousness. Once he's gone, there nothing be as pretty anymore.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go from gorgeous to Gotchard, you know, and
All
like
the gold's
trade-off,
gonna just gonna wither away and look like shit.
Oh man, it's gonna be fool's gold.
Oh,
you know,
it's fool's
right?
gold.
No
It
one
was
likes
fool's
that.
gold the whole time.
All right, is that it? Yeah.
At the end, I don't know. Invest in gold.
Okay, yeah, there you go. All right, that's this week's episode. Kate, thanks, bye. All right, Tariq. So, I had to get my mail today, right? You know,
Anything spicy?
right?
Anything fun?
Oh boy, man! Hey, man, that's where I was about to lead and go back to. Hey, I got something in the mail, all right. Hey, but you know what? It was something that was not delivered to me or to my address, all right.
Wait, like in your PO box?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I so I got a bunch of mails. I also got a bunch of uninvited guests in my mailbox.
Hey, I
interact
with the post office enough. I know how that goes.
Yep. So I opened my mailbox, and apparently there was a whole fucking ant colony in my mailbox. Holy, it was so fucking bad.
Wait. When you say an ant colony, like a contained, like this is a kid's pet project, like ant colony, or a bunch of fucking ants got into the fucking mail system?
A bunch of ants.
It's just a bunch of loose ants. It's just a bunch of loose. What the fuck did you get?
It was like, boy, hey, look, it is now spring. You know, right? The summer. It is now spring. The weather is getting worse. We gotta get to the high ground. You know, gotta avoid the flood.
How did they get into the? Oh God, there's an image.
Oh,
what the?
It's a video.
What? Oh!
It was.
Oh! You mean okay? See, I was expecting this to be the PO box, like in the post office. No, this is your mailbox in front of your house. Oh God!
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It was real.
Oh my God! There's so much larva. Oh my God! Oh, that's.
Yep.
You need to raid bomb that. That is a fucking. You need to genocide that ass.
So. Oh yeah, that's right. So that happened to me. I was like, actually, I always check my mail when I go out. You know, right? I'm not thinking about unless I actually know like a planned delivery that day, like I have a shipment coming in. I was like, whenever I have to go out and like get something, right? I was like, I guess go check my mail. I opened my mailbox, saw some Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I ordered, like I always do, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed about some black specks on the envelope, so I started taking the mail out. That's why I noticed this whole fucking ant colony. That is after I took out my mail. By the way, they were all over.
I assume so.
My mail. So I had to put that on the ground. I just left that mail there. Good thing I live in a neighborhood where no one steals my mail. No crazy people go through my mail looking for my votes or anything.
Yeah.
You know, right? So I just left my mail outside for like 30 minutes while I was like, fuck. I was like, I was already late to something, so I was like, and then I was thinking, like, man, as soon as I come home from my thing, I have to deal with this, you know? Right? And then, so I went and did my thing. I came home and I opened the mailbox. Oh, the ants were still there, by the way. They did not left. So all I did, honestly,
if you should have left the thing open and maybe they would at least fucking, like, die or get eaten by birds.
Right? Yeah. Look. I thought if I remove all the letters, they'll get mad. Like, our infrastructure is gone. You know, right? All of our high ground is gone. Nope, they were still there when I get back. So I was like, fuck. So then I had to go through my house. I had to rummage through my house because that's the thing about this. I hate this mailbox too, by the way. So a couple summers ago, right? I got invaded by ants from a different group of ants. It wasn't these ants. Right?
Yeah.
But unlike the other time, my mailbox got invaded by. They only invaded the wooden, the post, right? They didn't actually go inside my actual mailbox.
Uh-huh.
You know, right? So I know I had a can of Raid sitting around somewhere in my house. And I immediately started looking. I was like, man, where the fuck is this can of Raid? I have to search throughout my entire house looking for this fucking. I thought I left it in a room. Was not there. I went through my garage. Did not find it. I was like, man, I was getting real mad, trying to find this can of Raid. Then I went back. Hey, but it turns out I did left it in that room. I went back to that original room. I found that can of Raid, and I was like, hey,
it's time it's time to hit you. This is your own bad touch of Nanking.
Yeah, that's right. I was like, hey, look, no one told you to invade this mailbox. You guys at the ground. Look. Ants can float in water. You don't need my mailbox.
Yeah, you can
to be aware. I was like, the worst was, I don't know how the fuck all this happened. Jesus Christ, I mean, my mail on Saturday. This was not there.
The only thing
all this happened between since like Sunday or something.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
When I finally, and you know what the best part about. And then also the best part of my mailbox too, right? Like also the other best part is that when I look below my mailbox, right? Right? It is hold on, let me see if I can grab this image. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know what those words means, boy. That The worst part is after I raided my my mailbox, right? With a can of Raid, I looked below and I saw this, Right, this right, and boy, you thought you thought the inside of my mailbox was bad, right?
Yeah,
then
what the fuck is that?
I saw this,
is that a wasp nest?
Yeah.
Oh God. Mm-hmm. So you just have a wasp nest now, I guess.
Yeah. It was real bad. I was like, today is not my day. I was already dealing with this fucking ant with this ant invasion, and now there's just all this goddamn now this wasp nest. And I was like, fuck. Fortunately, it was dead. Nothing was in there.
Well, that's
so
good.
I was glad.
Yeah, that'll make it easy.
Yeah. So I raided it. So I sprayed my mailbox. Right, a couple good spray. I left there for like 30 minutes. I came back out, and then I got my hose and I
blast all that shit out.
Yeah, right. And boy, man, hey. And so my mailbox is leveraged, right? Is above the ground, right? So the space where the wasp nest, right? It's slanted, right? Uh-huh. So as the water was flowing down, I just saw a bunch of little white specks.
Yeah, that was gonna be a problem in a few weeks, actually, probably, because it's a fucking bunch of dead little eggs.
Yeah. So now, as far as I'm concerned, there are no more ants. So I washed out my mailbox, and then I gave it another good spray, of some Raid, and hopefully I don't have any more ants in my mailbox. That was really fucking. I did. That was a good 30 minutes of my afternoon wasted dealing with all these fucking ants.
So
that I did not ask for.
So now, I just have to ask because this brings up a good point. So shortly before we started this, I noticed a post that you made on a certain group that we're both part of on Facebook that regards children's trading card games. Now, I assumed that this was that you were trying to play a new deck, but you just put, "I need to go get bugs." Was that what that was a reference to?
Yep.
Okay.
I really wanted to play that new deck, but I was like, boy, man, life imitates art, right?
Okay, because I was like, I look at that, I went, oh, I guess he's playing that. And then you started talking to me about all these fucking bugs. I'm like, well, maybe it wasn't about that. Maybe you just had bugs to deal with.
It was. Look, this has not been a good start to my week so far. I'm really annoyed at how much time I had to spend. Right, I was like I literally spent like 10 minutes searching around my house for a can of Raid that I know I bought like 5 years ago. That I knew was like I knew I didn't get rid of it. Right? That it turns out that can of Raid was still like half full of liquids. I'm like, cool. I did not realize that the can of Raid I bought was lemon scented as well. Yeah. So that was really funny. But after I started, I was like, man. I was like, is this chemical smell or what? And I was like, should I be inhaling all this chemical? I'm staying far away from these chemicals. I was like, is this chemical problematic for me?
Probably.
But yeah,
usually is.
But Yeah, but thankfully, there's no more ants. All those fucking ants are gone, and I hope they just don't come back. I'll be really fucking annoyed if I check my. Right, so it's been like a couple of hours now. I haven't gone back and checked my mailbox.
So this was literally
yet
like
to see
out, like just a short while ago.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna check later, like probably like after unironically after this record to see.
Make
to
sure
see
that
if
they make sure that they stay dead.
Yeah, like to see if they saw my warning, right? Like know that this is a wasteland that they should not come live in.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not welcome in this neighborhood. You tell them that you don't like those all those little black ants showing up. No black ants. Okay, gotta make sure any of those little black bugs, all the insects that are black, they can't come into your very isolated neighborhood.